here in the Boston Public Library, and a whole wall of books called a mosaic. Isn't that nice? I'm going to give a talk at the Watertown Public Library January 23rd at 6 in the evening. Please be there or watch this channel and see me doing whatever it is I can do in regard to the Boston Marathon case. And that is, I particularly want to play the role of the defense attorney and give the boy a real defense, as we tend to agree that he didn't get one in the first go-around. And everything that I put forward that night will be taken from the files of the court. It's not speculation by me. It's going to be right out of the transcripts of the file from United States v. Tsarnaev, which is the boy known as Jahar or Zhokar. If you will sit through this, take notes if you want, and I think you'll come out the other end feeling that he could have a decent trial. I'm going to pretend I'm doing his defense, and you'll see that there's loads of exculpatory evidence to get him freed. Not that getting him freed is my big goal in life. My big goal in life is that we stop having these outrageous and really tragic trashing of our judiciary and our love of law and the Constitution. It's really getting to be beyond. I was born in Boston, and this is my home territory, the BPL, and you may think it's a bit snowy inside the library. Well, that's how it is. There's a courtyard where we sometimes have concerts, and I was dragged here many times by my daddy, a school teacher, and I absolutely am determined to get Bostonians to realize that there is another side to the story. Sure, they read this conspiracy stuff and they know there's somebody fighting and the truth was not told, but there's even more than that. There's much more to the story. And I have written a book called Marathon Bombing, Indicting the Players. And you can be sure that the players whom I want to indict did not come from Chechnya. Now, let me say this, and I was using this little sign, doesn't get a whole lot of attention, and then I just put this on the back of it this morning, which says, "Courage is contagious." Isn't it true that if you are someone who's thinking about the Boston Marathon and wishing we wouldn't just put up with the nonsense, that if you're alone, and mostly I'm alone, it's hard to deal. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and you don't want your family to be disgusted with you, and what can you do? But if you have 2 or 3 people who understand that we've got to do something about this, even 1 or 2 other persons telling you, yes, we must do something, it motivates you, but also it gives you the feeling that you're on the right side instead of that lousy feeling that you're on the wrong side. And I feel that later, when this all comes out and we all know that these terrible, terrible things happened to us, including the whole psychological operation of being indoctrinated with false material, who's going to get blamed? Me and those of us who knew. So even though people have rejected us, they're going to come back to us and say, "But you knew and you didn't deal with it."